Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. And I'm on Taneycomo today. We're going to do one cast. I'm out here with Jackson. I got the lake all to myself. It's Friday the 16th of April. Cold and rainy. Temperatures in the, I think, upper 40s. It's been drizzly all day, off and on. The rain doesn't amount to hardly anything, maybe 1/8 of an inch at my house. So it's not going to affect lake levels, but it's a good fishing day. I'm up here at the cable. They're running 2 units, and I've been kind of dinking around. Dwayne said he was up here a couple of evenings ago, and the mayflies were coming off this area. The fish were coming up and eating them, so I brought my fly rod, but there's no mayflies. I also brought a couple spin rods, one with 4-pound, 2-pound line, and I've got a sculpin. Got a little bit of red tight in this, a floral red. It's a 1/16 ounce of the brown head. I got that on my 4-pound rod, and then I've got a white 1/16 ounce on 2-pound line, red thread. And I caught a white bass, my first cast out here on this side, and I've caught 2 rainbows, decent rainbows, 13, 14 inch. I was kind of waiting for the rain to stop, and it stopped, got all ready to go, and it started up again. Just want to make sure that my lens stays fairly clear. So I'd guess I really wanted to come up and try the dries, but I assume because it's raining, drizzly, that the insects aren't going to hatch today. I haven't seen any at all, so that's okay. Come back up here and try again. I want to also try from Lookout down along the bluff. That's where I've been seeing a lot of mayflies. And you know, down on the White River below Bull Shoals, they have a caddis hatch and they have mayfly hatches down there. And those fish really respond to those insects, and it's fun to go down there and fish that caddis hatch especially, and it's going on starting right now. And I wish we had that on Taneycomo. We just never really have, except the last 4 or 5 years I've been seeing more and more mayflies hatch, and we're getting the small brown ones, and then later in the summer we're getting a little bit bigger ones, a little bit bigger mayflies, and they're both brown. I've also seen some real cream, almost a white mayfly. But our trout just don't seem like they're interested. But that might change. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool for those fish to key in on those insects, and so we can start catching them on dries. But I think what I like to do is just kind of try going down this south bank and spot locking in different places, going down and fishing the bank and then fishing out here using the white and the sculpin jig, and I might even stay between here and the first island the whole time. I know there's some good fish up here. I did put the white bass in the live well. It's about a pound and a quarter. If I catch another one, I'll eat him for dinner. If I don't, I'll probably throw him back. I've already kind of fished this area pretty good, so that's why I'm going to drift down a little ways, hit the spot lock, and just like I said, just kind of try both along the bank and out in the middle. The water's not that fast. So I don't mind spot locking. I kind of figured out, I've always griped about my Garmin and the spot lock up in this corner, and I thought, well, maybe the bluff has got something to do with it, but I'm right underneath these power lines, so I think that's what really messes with my GPS. So I'm going to stay down here in the bottom, not going to get up on top. I'm going to fish this side first, throw upstream a little ways, let it sink, then start working it about right there, just kind of shaking it as it's drifting down. The 2-pound line allows that jig to stay down a little better than the 4-pound. I mean, it may not work. It worked up there. Caught I caught all the fish out here. So I'm going to try that other side too. I don't want to throw out a long ways. There are chunk rocks up here on the bottom, so it's really easy to get hung on the bottom if you drag too much. And for sure it's going to pick up moss off those rocks. Missed him. Just a touch of moss on my jig, maybe it was the bottom. I'm keeping my lens pointed down a little bit, keep that rain off. Bet you'd be a good day to be down on Bull Shoals on those walleye and whites. Okay, I'm going to try the other side. So I'm not very far from the bank, but those fish tend to stay pretty close to the bank a lot of times. The water is, or the current's a lot slower on this side too. We're going to drift down a little bit. go ahead and throw this sculpin jig. If this doesn't work, I'm going to kick loose and we're just going to drift and fish. Oh, there's a fish right there. I wonder, I got to start watching for mayflies. That's what Dwayne said they're doing. They're coming up and eating something on the surface, and there are mayflies all over the place. So they don't want a brown jig. All right, back over on this side. I get really impatient when I'm experimenting. Doesn't work, I'm gonna go back to doing what I know works. Bottom. Table rocks down below 915. All three lakes now are pretty much holding their levels. Beaver's still a little high. So's bull shoals. Okay, we're in drift. There's a little shelf here along the bank. I think I will spot lock that. Try the white jig first over here. Little drop off right here. Well, this spot lock is taking me in too far. Okay. Whale, come on. That was a fish. There's one. It's a little one. I know it's a fish. Want a big fish. Phil missed him. My Coke kind of grabbed my rod. No excuse. Just about down to the island. Kind of felt like the water's just too fast to to spot lock like I had planned, so that's why I changed it up. Goes bottom maybe. Oh, I saw a fish swipe at the jig and he just missed it. Saw him flash. Okay, I'm going behind the island now. I guess I can just keep casting because, ooh, I'll put it on the other bank. Got room. I think I will pick up the motor though. Nah, that's deep enough. I'm good. Backside of this island gets pretty shallow, depending on how much water is running. It looks like it's plenty deep enough for me to get through. I think. How's your lens? Kind of just barely running now. Good spot right through here. I think I'm going to throw this brown, this sculpin. They're just not wanting the white. I think sometimes I put way too much confidence in white. I fish it too much when they're not hitting it. Gotta miss the big stump here. Got a lot of slack in my line when I set the hook. Another small one. Not quite as small, but still pretty small. At least I caught one. Line's around my rod tip. Boy. I'll back out just a little bit. I really hate to cut one cast off. I'm gonna keep fishing, but I still have a very good feeling about fishing. I mean, let's just say they should be biting like crazy. Do that. Go back to white. Another color I should be trying is black. I might try it here in a little bit. Has it been 3 weeks this Sunday where we saw shad? Evidently they've kind of forgotten about about shad, about white. Not that you're going to catch, you can catch trout on white all year round, but Not like we were doing the week after that Sunday. Okay, I'm not going to keep you anymore. I just, again, that's why they call it fishing. It just, perfect conditions as far as I'm concerned. And I'm just not using the right thing, I guess. Or they're not biting. But I'll keep the camera on. Still might catch a big one. I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.